I'm just trying to make sure we on the, we live on Ustream. Anyway, to my left, I have my lovely co-host. Oh shit, the Bruces is back tonight.
The Bruces, right? They knew they couldn't do without us.
Right. To my left, I have my lovely co-host.
Hey.
Hey, who? What's
I
your
thought
name?
you were introducing me.
I don't know if you want to go by Nikki D, Nikki
We the Bruces tonight.
Oh, we the Bruces.
We the
Until Nikki get in. All right, we're gonna bring the Bruces back for at least the first half an hour. I'm Mr. Bruce.
And I'm Miss Bruce.
So we're gonna have a little fun with y'all for a little bit for the first half an hour while we do our rip from the headlines. First thing we're gonna bring up, we're gonna talk about this dumbass motherfucker, Donald Sterling.
Oh,
so he did an interview, and excuse me, he calls himself apologizing, but this made the shit worse. He said how Magic Johnson doesn't do enough for black people. He said he wasn't a role model because he has the AIDS.
And not AIDS, but
the AIDS. And I was like, wait a minute. I mean, he just was like, it was just horrible. I didn't even see the whole.
He was just searching.
Somebody must have. See, my problem is that I do not like for people who make racist remarks. If that's how you really feel, don't apologize. Okay. Keep it 100. So that way, at least we know how to deal with you. Yep. We're not gonna like you, but we know how to deal with you. And he just was like, even like when he apologized for anybody out there who plays poker, he had a tell. He just was like, he kept pulling his collar every time he said that he apologized. He said, I'm entitled to one mistake. But he's made several mistakes. I mean, all their shit is coming out now on how fucked up human beings that these two people are. The shit is crazy. It makes absolutely no sense for it. Like I said, if that's who he is, that's fine. I mean, they're making, to be quite honest, they're making a big deal out of him selling the team and somebody buying it. I would prefer the NBA buy it than you have one of these black owners go out, these black wealthy people go out and spend the $600 million on his team, when that money can go towards something else.
True.
It can go towards a school. It can go towards a whole lot more than what it is. So then, his wife goes on fucking Barbara Walters. Now the shit's coming out about her too. How she was faking being a L&I inspector to see who was renting their properties. They were really trying to keep minorities out of their properties. Like their properties weren't good enough for us. And I think that was
too good.
Too good for us. I mean, people, if you don't believe that racism is still alive and well, my thing is, my concern is not him. My concern is us. You know what I mean? We are not doing enough to see if we had our own, we wouldn't have to deal with shit like that. But we're too busy being crabs in a barrel, pulling each other down instead of saying, instead of somebody, you always hear, why is he doing that instead of how did he do that, and asking for help and trying to get some guidance and try to find those guidelines. But that shit was just crazy. I mean, I hope this shit dies down. I hope this shit goes over.
Why does it gotta keep being S? Why can't this be an issue? He said S like 5 times in one sentence.
Is that a problem?
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna go into that. The other news is that one of the other headlines that we have, the first openly gay player was drafted in the NFL.
I was going to bring that up. I have an issue with that. I have an issue.
Well, I'm gonna let you talk, and I'll tell you.
And the reason why I have an issue with that is because everybody is like, "Yay, Michael Sams! Yay, Michael Sams!" But they gave Tim Tebow such a hard time and a hard way to go about being a Christian, and I have an issue with that. Everybody wants us to embrace, and if that's what you do, that's fine. But everybody wants us to embrace homosexuality and make it and glorify it. and everybody, they're making a big deal of it. But when it was somebody that is professing his faith, they gave him a bad rap. What's up with that?
You know what? You have a great point. And now I have nothing to say.
I mean, nobody's saying, okay, let's go draft Christians. It's gonna, that's he's trying to be a positive role model. Not saying that someone that's openly gay can't be a positive role model, but it just didn't make sense to me. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So right now, I don't even want to talk about him.
You know what? I don't think nobody has brought that point out. So that was a good point. My thing was, I don't know if you've seen it. When he got the phone call, you know how they do the little whole, they give him a little phone call, and they get excited. And he had his partner with him. So he gave his partner a kiss. I'm fine with that. But the problem that I had was they ran it over and over and over and over again. If your son made it to the NBA, into the NFL, NBA, any professional sport, and he got drafted, he's going to give his mother a kiss, whether you're his mother, his girlfriend. They're not going to play it anymore. That's it.
Right.
But they showed them kissing. They just kept playing it. Then they showed them smashing cake in each other's face. Then they were showing like gay bars around the country. It was just way too much.
I think at this point, what's happening is, society is going to where they're pushing it, where they're going to make you accept it. It's just like when you were a kid, there were certain foods you didn't like. Your parents may say, okay, well, eat it because it's good for you. But as you got older, you're like, I'm not going to eat that because I don't like it. But they're treating us like the same way. They're going to keep giving it to us and making us eat it, telling us that it's good for us. But at what point do we stop and say, I don't want it, I'm grown, I don't like it?
But you know what I thought about something? I had a conversation with my man, shout out to my man Keith. Me and him had a conversation the other day. And he said, this is a sad day for black women. Because y'all losing y'all professional players and successful people to white women. Now the gay men are going to white men. I mean, y'all ain't got shit. I'm sorry for laughing.
But we're not losing them either. The white women lose them too, because if you look at it, black athletes were going with white women anyway, so we both lost. What's happening?
But y'all getting cut. Y'all selection was getting cut. Even that, it was cut in half. Now it's being cut into a third. I mean, what's next?
You're right.
So I can go on and on about dude, but it's really no. I mean, I think that they are, and again, I have some. I mean, then they making you be politically correct.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were talking about it on the air the other day.
Mm-hmm.
They're not homosexuals. They're gay. It's just way too much.
And it's so funny because the thing that they're taking it back. It's just like when the politically correct term is retarded, not mentally disabled. The correct term is to call someone retarded. But I'm looking at gay having a negative connotation, retarded having a negative connotation. What's the next word? The N word. We're taking these words back. It's been an interesting week in the news.
Yeah.
Then did you hear about the young girl I think it was in Bethel in Montgomery County? The things we do for relationships and love. She had, it was all over the news that she was wanted for buying, I think, cell phones and setting up fraudulent accounts at Walmart. And for a dude. The dude, he was an older guy. They weren't even looking for him. They looking for her. And she's doing this stuff for him. She's got this record because of him.
And he's getting away
scot-free.
I mean, the mindset of, like you said, the mindset of some of these women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to throw it out there. We touched on this last week, and I'm gonna bring it up again because we do have the time now. The girls that are missing in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go on record and say this: Black people, I need you to stop. I need you to stop jumping on every fucking bandwagon and doing shit just for the moment. If you're gonna have a cause, if you're gonna have a cause, then have it. Don't. I'm tired. I'm about to get tired of these people with these pictures of what's the signs they wrote
Bring back our girls.
No, we don't want to pay for our girls or something.
I didn't even see that.
They're saying stop, don't buy our girls or some shit like that. But then you have these celebrities that are doing it. But these are the same celebrities that are in the fucking strip clubs, making it rain, throwing 20s and 100s at these girls. Mm-hmm. But yet, you and the social media people who are so big on this, you're following these people when they have these signs up, when they start these trends of holding these signs, don't buy our girls and bring back our girls. Again.
But with this issue, it's not just with our girls, with mail order brides and things. That's been around for a long time. Female trafficking has been around for a long time, and it's a shame that things like this don't come to the light until it's kind of close to home. But there have been black girls. I mean, how many times have you seen a little black girl on the back of a milk container? She's missing. Where do you think she went? Now all of a sudden it's in Nigeria. Everybody's up in arms. But we've got people missing right here.
And that's the sad part, that we don't. Like I said, we are so focused on what goes on. We were so focused on what's going on in Florida. That's my responsibility is my own backyard. Mm-hmm. What's going on in my community? Trayvon Martin was a travesty, but I got shit going on in my own backyard. I had my own young brothers and sisters being murdered in my own city for senseless crimes. Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying to you out there is stop jumping on the bandwagon. If you're gonna try to affect change, then do that. Don't jump on the bandwagon and then as soon as the movement is over, you back in the strip club making it rain. Because to me, you're making yourself look stupid. That's just my opinion. You don't have to like it. You don't have to listen. That's just my opinion.
Yes, we do need them to listen.
But you know what though? Some people get offended when you tell them the truth. And those are the ones who need to be. Like I said, if they don't want to listen, then I can't. You can take a horse to water. Can't make them drink. So, anything else? Anything else happened this week?
On a lighter note, it's Mother's Day.
Yeah. We were remiss last week. Usually we try to do it prior to the show, but I want to wish happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my mother, Wanda Jackson, and may my stepmother Barbara Smallwood rest in peace. How was your Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day was really good. My oldest son, really surprised. He called me Mother's Day morning and said, well, what do you want to do for Mother's Day? And I said, well, I'm going to church. And he said, well, I want to take you to lunch or to dinner. So he drove. Yes.
You got chauffeur?
Yes. He drove and he took me to dinner on Sunday. I was really pleased. I'm like, gosh, I can't believe I have a grown son.
Where'd you go?
I went to Georgine's.
Shout out to Georgine's. They have excellent stuffed lobster. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna go on food. This ain't no cooking show. But yeah, shout out to all our mothers. Our Lacoste isn't here, but shout out to Lex Royal. Happy Mother's Day to her. Mm-hmm. And all you ladies out there, all our listeners who are mothers. We do apologize for not acknowledging you prior to the day. But in all actuality, and any real mother will tell you this, Mother's Day isn't just the first Sunday of May.
Second.
I'm sorry, the second. Mother's Day is every day. I hear a lot of women say that you know, their Mother's Day is 365. They mothers all, they don't need one day to solidify them and make that, state their claim as being mothers, you know, as being mothers. They have all year. So yeah, anything else? I mean, it's been a pretty much a slow week. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play a song, and we're gonna come back and, you know, we're gonna finish our rip from the headlines and then get into our major topic, which is tonight we will be talking about the Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Solange issue. So I'm gonna throw this song on, and I'll get back at you.
And this is dedicated to the mothers.